My name is Martyn Cummins, and I was born in November 1973 in a town called Basingstoke in Hampshire in the south of England. Basically, how my kind of connection with Blair Atholl is that my granddad, he built a bungalow basically in Blair Atholl in St Andrew's Crescent. So 1985 is when we started going up. I know that the Highland Chieftain, the 125 service, started in May 1984 from King's Cross to Inverness. And my granddad, he saw this new train service as an opportunity to take his grandchildren up to Blair Atholl. So it's him, my nan, and it was my sister, Sarah, and myself. And in the Easter holidays and also the autumn half term, from like 1985 onwards, we would travel up. So I am basically what I call a commercial guard. My depot base is Woking, for like the South Western Railway company. So they run services out of London Waterloo. And I basically go through checking tickets and looking after the passengers and everything like that. Any help or needs or anything like that. And that's where, when disruption happens, that's where we really step up and we provide all the information, connections, and just help people. And funnily enough, it's when during disruption is when people actually say thank you to you. And I've been doing it since October 2014. And funnily enough, it was like the Intercity 125, it was the Highland Chieftain and all those trips I used to take that sparked off my love for the railways. And before that, I was a graphic packaging product designer. And I wasn't enjoying my time at Unilever, and I thought, I am not waiting until I retire to actually do something I love. And that's what I did. I took redundancy and I went and joined the railway. And that's why it doesn't feel like a job. I'd say about 90% of the time. Sometimes it's a lovely day and you just feel like they're paying me for this. I can't believe this. This is I'm running around on a train. I'm not stuck in an office. I deal with some lovely people. I deal with horrible people too, but majority of them are lovely. And my wife just thinks, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Back in the late 70s, the 125s were really starting off. And all the marketing and everything like that, they were like nothing else. They were, even the colours, delivery, the speed, all the news and everything like that, all the promotions, the whole works. And they really did kind of stick in your head. I had like a little model Hornby 125 and I've still got that today. There are so many memories, and I got married in 1997. And my wife and our two children absolutely adore Blair Atholl. And if anything, it's my wife who's the one who's like saying she wants to keep on going back to the village. And we still do all the walks that my nan and granddad used to take us on, up through the River Till in towards the castle, up over Lude, all of those kind of things, out onto the moors, and we still go back to all those kind of places and we just like reminisce. I think the beauty of the village is it doesn't change an awful lot, and the station obviously is like still there. It gets touched up and stuff, but the basics, like the signal box is still there, the mill is still there, the Atholl Arms is all still there, and it's wonderful. For me, I just return to being a kid. I really do. All my worries and everything just disappear when I'm in Blair Atholl, and I just return to being a child, and all my childhood memories just come flooding back. So back then, I would literally, there's the golf bridge, and there's like a little path that ran from the bungalow towards the golf course and the golf bridge. And I would literally, because you know when the chieftain is coming through, it's like about 9:15 in the morning, heading towards King's Cross. And there's about like 6:30 in the evening heading up towards Inverness. So whatever it is, I just drop everything and I would go and run to the Gulf Bridge. When I was a kid, I still go and run to it now, even when I'm 50 now, but I still go and run to the Gulf Bridge or to the station. And just wonderful. And you could hear especially in the morning, you hear the level crossing barriers going down. And then you see the semaphore signal like raise up at the station. And you're just waiting. And I'm getting goosebumps now actually thinking about it. And then you'd see like the 125 come through and go over the River Tilt Bridge. And then they'd just open up. You know, the engines would rev up and everything, and you get that diesel fume just whisk up into your nose and everything like that. And the scream of the Valenta engines and the turbos on the 125, and then you just like see it just like shoot down, heading towards Killiecrankie and Pitlochry, and I just literally would wait and watch it disappear until it turned off to the right. Then it'd be like the ScotRail services, there'd be like Class 47s, and there'd be like Class 37s with Mark II coaches and all those kind of things. And you could literally hear those trains like leaving. And I would literally run to the Gulf Bridge or run down into the fields. You got like the water treatment place opposite the quarry and everything like that. And there's like a little foot level crossing in the fields. And I'd like run down into those fields and just watch trains go past and everything like that. It was, oh, blimey. And I still do it today. We're in Blair Atholl back in April last year, around Easter time. And we're in the mill at the time having a cup of tea. And then suddenly the level crossing barriers are going down. And I just like, I've got to go. And that's it. I'm running out the mill and I've gone to the station onto the platform. And then the Royal Scotsman, you know, that luxury train, looks absolutely pristine. It just rolled up and it just like stopped there. And because obviously it's a single line down towards Pitlochry and you've got to wait for something to come up. And it was just absolutely amazing. It was like those surprises. You don't know what's coming along and it bang, there it is. And it's like, oh my, that's amazing. But I still do illustrations, front on drawings using my iPad and an Apple Pencil. And then do side-on drawings. Funnily enough, my sister, a few years ago, she wanted a birthday present. And I said, what do you want? She said, I actually want the 125 power car that was called Highland Chieftain. So I drew that and put the nameplate on it. And I think it's number 92 back in the blue and flying banana, yellow and blue and grey colours. And I decided to like draw that in all its different liveries over its lifetime and everything like that. And sometimes I post those kind of drawings up onto Twitter. For me, the village is, I'm not a local. You know, I live in the south of England, but I've been there so many times. And I said I've been there, since nearly day one of my life. And I wander through the village. I'm English, afraid so. But it's, I feel like I'm more than just a tourist. I feel like it's extremely special to me. And there's so many memories of like the castle. When you go to the castle, there's certain bits when I arrive in Blair Atholl that I've got to go and see. One of them's the Gulf Bridge, one of them's the station, and then it's the castle. Oh, blimey. I'm even just like talking to you, I've got images and pictures of Blair Atholl. And I even love the sound of saying Blair Atholl. It just absolutely magical. I absolutely adore the place. Extremely special.